Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we are going to be heading over to one of my favorite flea markets in the Central Florida area. We're going to be going to Webster's, Swaparama, and checking out what they have. They recently just opened up on Sundays. It used to be only Mondays. So this is going to be our first time going on a Sunday, and we're hoping that there's going to be a lot of vendors and a lot of different items for sale because it is a change to the schedule. So they're doing like a lot of big celebration and events. We'll probably also go to maybe one or two of the antique malls near there, and it's a really pretty cool day out for us in Florida. It's our version of winter, so it's like in the 60s. We also have a really exciting brand that we're going to be partnering with. I'm super excited for this partnership and to be able to share it with you guys. We're going to be working with the luxury purse brand Teddy Blake, and they make gorgeous bags, and the best thing about them is that they make them at a very affordable price, which you know that I love, and I'm always looking for a good deal and finding really nice, beautiful pieces to add to my home or to my wardrobe, but not have to spend a crazy amount of money to do it. It's so much fun to be able to share new partners with you guys because it helps me be able to do what I love and make content and DIYs for you all, but I also get to share brands that I really love and enjoy with you too. So this is the gorgeous bag that they sent over for me. I picked this out, so I got to choose the color, the design, all of that. This is a chocolate brown 9-inch bag in calf leather, but it's embossed in crocodile print, so it looks like crocodile. It's so pretty. It's super convenient to be able to go shopping with or to go out with. It's a beautiful piece, so it's definitely super versatile. So I'm going to be taking this with me today to go shopping, and I will show you a little bit more about the bag and the details of it later on. And I also have a discount code for you guys so that you could shop one of their handbags as well. We're going to head over. It's about 9:30 and we have an hour drive, so we're going to start making our way to Webster so that we can get some shopping in before they close down their vendors and things like that. So if you're interested in going to the flea market with me and seeing what I get afterwards and doing a haul with me, then make sure to stick around and watch this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. I put out new content every Sunday and we do so many fun things on the channels. We would love to have you be a part of our DIY community. Let's go ahead and make our way over to Webster. Alright guys, so it is the next day. We have successfully made it back from our flea market adventures. We went to Webster Swaparama, and this is one of my favorite flea markets in the area, so we wanted to go out and check it out for the Sundays now that they're open, but they really did not have a lot of vendors. I was super surprised. I thought it would be packed because they just started doing Sundays, so I thought a lot of people would be going out, a lot of vendors would be there, but there were only a few people. So we did find a couple of things there, but we ended up going to some antique malls in the area to do a little bit more shopping because there really wasn't much to see at Webster. So if you are going to Webster and you want to check it out, I would definitely stick to Mondays, at least for a little while, because the Sundays are just not set up yet. We're going to get into the haul of everything that we got. We found some really cool pieces, a lot of things that I have had on my list to look for, need for upcoming projects that we have now found, so that's super exciting. But I thought it would also be fun, since we're partnering with Teddy Blake, to do a flea market what's in my bag, so that I can show you guys all of my essential items when I go flea market shopping, thrifting, antiquing, that sort of thing, because I do have some very specific things that I like to bring with me. Today, I brought along my Teddy Blake bag right here. This bag is beautiful. It was so easy to move around with in the shops and at the flea market. It's the perfect size, and I really love a smaller crossbody, one that sits like right on your hip right here, because I find that those are just the most convenient when you're doing something a little bit more active like thrifting or flea market shopping. And I also like having it close to my body when there's tons of people around. This was super convenient, super easy to move about with, and it definitely was translatable from a casual outfit to also a more dressy outfit. So I'll put in a clip of me wearing it with one of my more dressy outfits when I went out to dinner, so that you can kind of see the difference between a casual daytime outfit and a nicer evening outfit. And Teddy Blake is a luxury bag brand. It is in the category of designer, but they make it super, super affordable. So their goal is to make it affordable for anyone to be able to go out and purchase themselves a luxury bag, because we all deserve a beautiful luxury bag in our collection. Some of the really cool things about them is that their bags are made in Italy, real Italian leather, super high quality Italian leather. It literally feels like butter soft, and it smells like that amazing new car smell. They also use Italian craftsmen who have worked in this industry for a really long time, worked with luxury and designer bag brands, and also Italian designers. So they're really keeping it true to what they're saying, making sure that everything they use is the highest quality so that you get a really, really beautiful product. Teddy Blake is doing a Valentine's Day sale right now. They currently have all of their bags for 35% off for Valentine's Day. If you are looking for a Valentine's Day gift for someone in your life or for yourself, because I'm a big believer in giving yourself a Valentine's Day present. I love to do that, and I do it pretty much every year. Then I would definitely check out their website and maybe get yourself a pretty bag for Valentine's Day. And they also have given us a discount code. If you miss the sale or if you prefer using the discount code, they're giving us $30 off anything on their website. Code for that, I'll put it on the screen and in the description box, but it is TBAlexS30. If you put that in when you get to checkout, you'll get $30 off for any Teddy Blake product that you are interested in. So let's go ahead and look at what I keep in my bag for a flea market day. The thing that I really like about this bag is that it has two closures. So it has the first layer right here, which is these little straps, and you just slide them up like that and it opens up. And then it also has a magnetic closure. Very secure, which I really like. And then it actually holds a shocking amount. This is a 9-inch bag, so it's not huge. It's a smaller one, a little crossbody size, but it holds a ton of stuff and very comfortably, so you don't have to like wedge everything in. Let me show you what I keep in my bag when I go flea market shopping. The first thing that I keep in is a portable charger. This one I really like because this matches my phone case, so it's super seamless and you don't really notice it when it's on your phone, but but it's also magnetic, so you just stick it on the back of your phone and it charges. You don't have to worry about cables and things like that, which is really nice because I'm someone who my phone is constantly dying. Having this with me is pretty essential so that I don't go without a phone. Another thing that I always keep in my bag is a snack, especially when I'm doing a flea market day that I know is going to be longer. If I'm going to more than one place, I like to have a snack with me because I know I'm going to be out for most of the day and I'm definitely going to get hungry. Always have a sunscreen. I like to have a mini sunscreen so that I can just toss it in my bag and put a little bit on if I'm feeling like I'm getting burnt or the sun is coming out. Especially for us here in Florida, it gets super hot and I'm pretty fair skinned, so I will burn immediately. So this is the Supergoop 40 SPF 40 sunscreen, and I just keep this little mini one here. I also take that when I go hiking. I also like to have mints or something like that on hand. That's just personal preference. Honestly, nothing to do with the flea market. I just really like having a mint in my bag. This one is essential. I always have a hand sanitizer when I'm going flea market shopping, thrifting, antiquing, because the things that you are touching are super old and they're probably going to be a little bit dirty and dusty. So you're going to want a hand sanitizer to clean your hands throughout the day if you don't have access to a bathroom where you are. I also always keep my sunglasses in my bag. A lot of times I will also bring a baseball cap just to be able to see what I'm looking at when I'm shopping. These ones are my Ray-Bans. They look like this. They're the more rounded shape. This is a newer one that I got maybe like a year or two ago, and this was actually a Valentine's Day gift to myself, as were my Ray-Bans before this. I got both of those as Valentine's Day gifts to myself, so I'm definitely a believer of that. These little guys, they're polarized, they're super comfy. Love these. I'll have my wallet in my bag, and something that I do with my wallet is I always pull cash before going to the flea market because usually that's all people will take, but I will keep some cash in my wallet and then also in a second place in my bag so that when you're shopping, vendors don't see how much money you have because they will tend to mark up the prices if you do that. So I'll keep some cash in my wallet and then I will also keep some in a second place. So this time around I put some back here in this little zipper pouch, and I just kept a little bit of money right in there. Super convenient, and then you have your little backup set of cash if you need it. I also always have a chapstick. This one has SPF in it because again, it's super sunny here. Another thing I always have is a tape measurer. So this one is a little mini one, and I think this is actually a sewing one that I got in a sewing kit. Any mini tape measure that you have will work. This is super useful for making sure that something is gonna fit in a space. If I have something specific that I'm looking for, then I can measure and make sure that things are the right size, all that kind of stuff. So I always have a tape measure. Another thing that I do is I always have a list. I keep it in my phone, but if you're a paper person, you could have it on a note in your purse. But I have a list of everything that I'm looking for if I'm looking for specific things. And then I also have a list of my car trunk measurements so that I know the width and the height and the depth of my trunk to make sure that whatever it is I'm getting will actually fit into my car. So those are two things that I always keep in my phone when I'm going shopping for furniture or things like that. And then in this little inside pocket right here, okay, this is where I keep all of my various medicines. So I have Tylenol, Advil Sinus, various cough drops. That is everything that I keep in my purse for flea market shopping. These are like my essential items. I always have them. And all of those things fit inside of my little Teddy Blake bag with actually room to spare. I also fit my phone and keys in here. I definitely think that they are worth investing in and having a beautiful purse that you could pass down through generations or keep for a super long time because they're built to last. So let's go ahead and get into the haul of all of the items that we found when we were antiquing. So I'm gonna start off strong with the two items that I found at Webster before we kind of left. They really didn't have a ton, like I said, but I did find two things that I have really been looking for, so it was definitely worth it because these were great finds. I found two bread bowls. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I've been looking for and collecting some bread bowls of different sizes and colors and shapes because I want to do a DIY where I put like a bread bowl rack on hinges to cover an electrical box in our house and make a really pretty decorative display with them. So I needed 3 or 4 bread bowls to be able to do this. I really did not think that we were going to find any at Webster but there was actually a vendor who sold entirely bread bowls. He had like bins and bins and bins of bread bowls. So I was super, super excited. I like ran to his booth and started looking through the bread bowls, and he gave me a great deal on both of them. I got this little tiny one, which is super cute, a really great color, and I thought it would be cool to maybe do like descending in size for the display or something like that. So this little guy right here, I think I got for $10. He had them all marked, and then he just lowered all the prices for me. So I think it was marked at 15 and he gave it to me for 10. And then I got this big one, which I was obsessed with. I literally love it. I'm really, really hoping that it's gonna fit on that wall. Honestly, I'm gonna make it work because I love it so much. I hadn't seen one like this, and it has different compartments for the bread. And I think it's so cool, so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. So this one was marked at 34, but I think he actually gave it to me for 25. So he was super cool, super nice, and really willing to lower the prices and give me a good deal on everything. So I got these two beautiful bread bowls, which were a huge win. I had to go grab Nala. She was throwing a fit that she was not with me filming because she always, oh my gosh, she always likes to sit with me, so she's happy now that she's over here. We went to 2 antique malls and we found a ton of really good stuff. Let me show you some of the things that we found. So the first thing that I have is this little, I don't even know, it's like an amber sphere thing, but I thought this was so cool and just a really fun decor piece. I don't have anything like this. The glass is tinted. It's kind of like a smoked amber glass. If you can tell, they called it amber, so I think that's what it is. But I got this because I don't know if I've told you guys already or not, but I'm planning on doing a makeover in our dining room, like built-in style bookshelves, and kind of give it like a library vibe for Matt's book collection. So I've been looking for some decor pieces that can go into those bookshelves. So I thought this would be really perfect for that, just to put on a shelf and have something different other than just all books in the bookshelf. I got this guy, and then I have continued on my journey for Delft-like objects. So I have been obsessed with this like blue and white Delft style pattern and ceramics and all of that. So I found a couple of jars that have that feel. Some of them are actually that, like this one is actually from Holland. But what I wanted to do was either have these on display on the bookshelf or make them into little lamps for the bookshelf with rechargeable light bulbs and a tiny shade, like a little chandelier shade. So I found this one, which is kind of like a little jam jar, and this was $12. And this one is from Holland. It has the windmill on it, and it has a little tiny lid right here. So I thought that was super cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this as a teeny tiny lamp, if I'm just going to have it as a jar on display. And then I also found this one, which it does not say a price, but it was around the same price, I think like maybe 10 or so dollars. And it has a really pretty blue design. It has a super fun shape to it. If you can tell, it has like curved sections to it. And I thought this was really, really pretty with the floral design. This does not say where it is from. It also has a little lid that you can take off. It's taped for traveling. So I thought that would be another really cute one to have on display in the bookshelf, and just super pretty and delicate, and something that can add a special detail and some interest to like break up all of the books in the bookshelf. These next two are very similar in style to the little mini jars, but they are larger. So these ones I do actually want to make into lamps for the bookshelf with little rechargeable light bulbs, but it again has that really pretty blue floral pattern. It has a really cool shape to it. It's flat and then curved, and it has a lid on it that I would probably take off and set off to the side, or put it somewhere and use it for something different and put a rechargeable light bulb in here. And we did actually test while we were at the antique mall if a light bulb would fit in here, and it does. So that's going to make it super easy to be able to turn this into a little lamp. I have this little guy. It's super cute. I love this pattern, and this one was made in Thailand. And then a similar size to that is this one, with again a really pretty blue floral. This one also has the pattern on the top here, and another really cool shape. It's flat and then kind of like triangular and has a lot of angles to it. Another lid, so this would be another one that I turn into a lamp, but a really pretty one and perfect size and color and style for what I'm looking looking for. And I actually got the idea for this from someone who had posted, I want to say it was maybe on TikTok. I took a screenshot of it, so I'll put the image in here so that you can see, but it's a brand that takes old Delft utensil containers and turns them into lamps, and they're so pretty. I love them. So I wanted to kind of get that vibe with something for our bookshelf without having to buy one of those from the brand because they're like $300. So I thought this would be a great way to kind of replicate that. The next thing we got, which I'm super excited about, and if you have been around with me for a little while and watched my channel for a little while, you are going to know exactly why I'm so excited about these. The first thing I got is this little tiny book, and this one is Albums of Views of Los Angeles. It is pretty old and delicate, so I'll try and show you, but it has some really beautiful pictures in it. They are postcards actually, if you can see, and they're just so cool and like vintage, and I just love them. So I thought this would be a really fun one to display on the bookshelf, and then you could flip through it. It's also a really cool one that you could use these postcards for art if you have a small frame. So I got this for like $4, and I thought it was just super cool. I got that little guy, and then this is the thing that I was talking about that you'll know why I'm so excited. I finally found some tiny art. So I got these two pieces of tiny art. I found them straight away when we went into the antique store, and I was so excited. They're both $5, and they are both Lamson nature prints. So I'll show you up close. I have this little one right here, and you can definitely tell that they are antique because the back shows its age. And then I also have this one. I was so excited. You guys know that I have been looking for tiny art for so long. I still am. I need more of it, but this is definitely a great find for me. It's so hard to find, and I wanted to be able to hang some in the bookshelf. So I'm very excited about that. I also found a smaller frame that is really pretty. This one was $8, and I just thought this would be a perfect one to have something printed or take something from a book or a magazine and put it in here, or possibly paint something myself to put in here, because I've been thinking about doing that recently and just making my own tiny art to put into frames. So I might make my own piece of art to go in here. Next up, we have a million books. I'm going to show you these books probably pretty quickly because we got a ton of them. Matt went in, now that he knows he's going to have a bookshelf, he is not holding back. But he found some really cool ones. So this one is Orange Winter by Marjorie Maderi, I think is how you say that. It's from 1931. And this one's really cool. It's orange, which I don't think we have any orange vintage books or antique books. And the inside is really cute as well. And it has art all throughout it. So that was really cool. Then he got this red book, which is the Department of Defense. It actually has an author signature inside the book, which is really special. And I don't think that we have that in any of our other books. It says to Tom. Honestly, I can barely read that, so I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys and see if one of you can decipher this cursive, because I'm getting pieces of it but not the whole thing. Maybe you'll be able to tell me what this author wrote. The date of the signature from the author is 1985. So really cool. Next up is this reddish brown one, and this is Looking Backward 2018-87. Another really pretty red one. I always love the red ones, and it has some really beautiful aging on the side. We got that one to add to our collection. Next up is Barker's Chemistry, and this one is super cool. I love this cover. It's so interesting, and it has beautiful aging all around it. This is also very cool. It's like an embossed spine. So if you can see, it has a really cool design on the spine and then also on the cover. So I love that one. And this one also has a little handwritten note in it, which is super cute. It's just a really pretty old one, really special cover. That one's super cool. Then we have this kind of peachy one. This is The Story of Surgery by Harvey Graham. It has a little bit of an embossed cover, really old pages. These are my favorite kind of pages where they are different, I don't know, like different texture on the edge, if that makes sense. It's not smooth. You can like see the different texture in the edge of the pages. That is a really cool one. Another note inside. This one's so cute. It says, "To Daddy with all my love, Helen, Christmas 1941. I love that. Next up is this blue one, Wind from the Carolinas. It has a little beach scene embossed on the cover. Again, the super cool pages that I love that are all kind of different texture. Then we have the Cotton Kingdom, which is this little tiny guy. It's kind of like a sagey green, and it's a Yale Chronicles of America series. It has this little picture inside, so a really cute one, and a small one, which I like having the different sizes. Then we have a brown book, which is the history of the Johnson Flood illustrated. This one's really cool. Again, the pages that I love. Some very aged pages, a really cool inside print. Super special. I love all the different details that antique books have. And then the last one that we got is this one right here. This is Samantha at Saratoga. So it has another really cool inside cover. Very old with those pages again, and some cool art going on inside. So that is all of the books that we got in our antiquing adventure. Next up, we got this little print, and it's a nature print of a waterfall, and it says Wilderness Photographs of Charles Phillips, Torrey Creek Falls, Wind River Range, Wyoming. So it's a black and white picture, really pretty. And it also has a whole description on the back. And this was $1. So a really good deal for a pretty nature picture. The next thing I found is actually a piece of clothing, which I don't usually find when I'm thrifting and flea market shopping, just because I don't really look that much. I'm gonna try and change that a little bit and find some more thrifted items for my clothing. So I got this piece right here, which is a little faux fur lined vest, and it's really cute. It looks like that. It's one of those that has like the overlap right here. So I want to add a little clasp that I can put right here to hold it shut. And this is from the brand Knox Rose, which I haven't heard of. It's definitely not antique or anything like that, but I just thought it was cool. The next thing that we got, and by we, I mean Matt, is this old boxing bell. You hang it like this, I think, and then if you hit this, it dings the bell. So that didn't really represent it well. I don't know. Anyways, somehow the bell can ding and it gives like that boxing bell sound like for when the rounds are ending. He got this because both he and I are boxers. That's actually how we met, is from boxing together. We're gonna put this in our garage, and that's where we have all of our boxing gear and where we work out. It'll just be a fun little antique item. And then the last thing that I found, and I actually found these right at the very end when we were leaving, is a couple of rings. So I always love finding new rings. I wear rings every single day, so I'm a big ring lover. I typically always wear gold, but sometimes I'll mix in some silvers. I got 3 rings at the antique shop. The first one is this little gold costume jewelry ring, and it looks like this. It has black stones on the edge. They go halfway around. Gold for the band. And I thought this one was really cute. It was only $5. Like I always do, I'm going to paint the inside with clear nail polish because it's not real gold, but I thought this was really pretty. I actually got 2 silver rings, which I don't usually do, but I thought these were really cool and would mix well with my gold rings. And these 2 are actually rings that are made from spoons. So I don't know if you guys remember a while back when people were really into making bracelets and rings and things from spoons. So this is someone who does that, but I thought these were really cool because, one, they don't really look like spoons, but also they are very decorative ones. They have really cool designs on them, and I like how they overlap like that too. So I don't know what kind of metal these are for the spoons. If you have any idea what it may be, leave me a comment and let me know, because I'm not sure if I should paint the inside of these or if I'll be okay. But I thought those were really cool and different, kind of chunky ring to mix in with some more delicate ones. And that is everything that we got in our antique shopping and flea market adventure. We found quite a few really cool items, a lot of things that we have been looking for. I'm super happy with all of our finds. We had a really, really fun day. We went with myself, Matt, and then our friend Andres. Definitely leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite thing is that we got, or if you know anything about any of these pieces. Like always, I'd love to hear any new information that you may have. And I hope that you enjoyed this flea market adventure and shopping with me and seeing seeing the haul. And don't forget to check out Teddy Blake and all of the beautiful purses that they have on their website. They put out a new collection every single month, which is incredible and offers a lot of different designs and styles. So if you don't like a style that is up right now on the website, check back next month because they will have new designs every month. They're always coming up with new things and keeping the styles really fresh and up to date, but also sticking with really classic ones that will stay a part of your collection and be able to mix into your style as it evolves or changes, which I really love. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every single Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.